Okay, let's get on down. Okay, I know that I just did a live stream and I lost it because of the bloat and fat and sugar that Google loads into. Get down, buddy. Come on. I know you want to be fun, friendly and all, but you gotta stay down, okay? We did all the petting and breakfast stuff we could do. Okay, so, hey, we're back. Yeah, dude, I'm sorry about that. And I'm hoping that you can hear me right now. I'm not sure. I'm using my other computer here at home, the one that usually works. Okay, you guys, I apologize about that. So, excellent. Okay, so I think what I've come up with, my conclusion is that, you know, as time has gone on and I've used as older equipment that works perfectly until the company that built it, or again the corporations, they start fattening stuff up like their food that they feed us American citizens. It makes people unfortunately become, you know, because they can't eat anything right. They've done the same thing with our computers, and it's all contributing to the exorbitant cost of healthcare and all that stuff. But nonetheless, I'm going to get away from that for a moment. So I'm going to open up Reaper in this stream, and I'm going to open up a project here. We'll go here, and I'm going to undo this, and I've got to route my guitar differently here so I can run it into here. And you'll see that the way I have this going now, although I'm going to use my camera mic for this. On my camera, I want to kind of do it like I do it at work. This might get a little interesting here in a moment. Where are we at? There we are. Yeah, I think I might start searching laptops and discs that are cheap but good, doing builds and selling pre-built libraries for people. Yeah, dude. Yeah, with the expense of a Tone Master Pro or a Quad Cortex at $1,700, which, humbly speaking, the Tone Master Pro is the best guitar investment I've made in literally since I bought a dual rec years ago. And it cost me exactly the same amount as I paid for one amplifier, which it has my dual rec in it. So max don't last. Yeah, I know. Yeah, and that's not what I intended this, you know, I would love to just sit here and bitch about computers or the destruction of our economy and our, oh God, I would love to do that, but I don't. Rig hardware wise, about 600. Wow, okay. Yeah, the right laptop. Well, I'm seeing Lenovo, which this is a Lenovo, and man, that thing has been bulletproof. I love their products. You can ask my one of my best friends in the world, who I may anyway. We'll see what happens. How much I care about Hewlett Packard stuff. Yeah, that would be really cool. Let me see if my project. Okay, it has opened. And let's see, I've got Tone Master Pro. Let's disable that. That's going into one. Let me delete this. Okay, so now I should, if I put my headphones on, I'm going to have to do headphones at this point. Plug them in here and give myself some volume. You may not be able to hear this right this minute. We'll get it going. Okay, that's working great. So give me a second here. Oh yeah, it's no crackling. It's a very nice tone. We can get a little bit heavier here. So you were talking, you were talking about having some MIDI control of devices inside of that plug-in Cantabile, and I'm gonna try to use that, which is really cool. Rockhouse old HP Pavilion. Okay, I can see that I need a bit of a gate. You can hear it, great. Okay, I need to gate this a little bit. There we go. I don't want to listen to that. Now what do I have going here? That's still Gojira, Petrucci. I'm running two separate NeuralDSP plugins, and I'm able to MIDI control them. I've got a distortion, I think, that I can turn on and off with the MIDI. Oh, the chorus I can turn on, and then the dirt. So I'm able to, inside of Reaper, just so we kind of get an idea, MIDI input from any MIDI device into plugins that receive MIDI, yeah. Send PC or CC or notes into them. Yeah, and see, here's the thing that I love about Reaper and using the NeuralDSP plugins. Like right now, I've got a what is it? A Blackstar. What is it? A MIDI? What is it called? It's called the Live Logic MIDI controller on the floor. Right, so I've got that, and I can step on a button, and now I've got a wah. Right, and I can change the amp channels, so I can go. I can turn the delay on and off. And then I think I've got a chorus effect. From my foot controller. Touch app that mimics a Stream Deck. Yeah. Stomp switches. Yes. Dude, this Live Logic MIDI controller, it's a 6-button MIDI controller with 2 expression pedal inputs on it. So you could use one for a volume and one for a wah or something like that. So I'm able to basically, I could take this and my laptop to a gig and play live. I would just simply need to take, like you're talking about, because this laptop that I've got sitting here, I'll kind of point my camera over there a little bit better, but this, my Lenovo, this whole thing, I probably couldn't get $50 for it today. But it's definitely powerful enough that as long as I'm not running Google and OBS, like that should be very small RAM users and processing users, but they're not anymore, unfortunately. Doing all that and just a lot, yeah. It's a Live Logic. Let me find a link for it. I'll post it. Let's see, Live Logic MIDI controller. I think you can get them at they're $179, brand new at Sweetwater. Oh no, that's a refurbished one. Oh, you can buy them off of. Oh, they're $199 for it, but it's a 6-button. Let me give you a link for one at Sweetwater. I prefer to do business with Sweetwater. Let me copy this and put it. Yeah. For a 6-button, oh, I can't do that. It's way too many characters. Check out the one at Sweetwater. They have a refurbished one at Sweetwater for like $179. And I mean, I'm using it right now. And another thing that I can do with it is I can tap tempos. So let me close this, and we'll close that. Okay. So now what I can do in Reaper is, and I should show you this so you can kind of see what I've got going on. I'm going to move my, let's see, so here's Reaper, right? And this is where my guitar input is. Tuner to it. And so on this, I have I've got two different NeuralDSP plugins. Now the Petrucci plugin, the only thing I have active in it is the wah pedal, right? Because I love the tone, I love the wah pedal. So I have to turn it on with one button from my Live Logic, and then I can control it with the wah. It doesn't have the ability to just move the wah pedal and have it turn on, unfortunately, in this. So I've got that, and then I'm running through the Gojira plugin to get the doubling effect and my delay and reverb, and I can turn the delay and reverb on and off with my foot controller. Actually, I don't think, yeah, I didn't set the reverb, but I've also got a dirt button here that I think I can turn on and off with number 5. Number 4 is my wah, and then I've got a chorus effect right here that I can turn on and off. And then what I do for tap tempo, check this out. I have it matching the tap tempo. The sync is matching my DAW. So button 2, if you watch my tempo up here in the top of the screen, it's really small. If I tap tempo with this, it'll change the tempo of the project, which won't change the speed or anything of any of the backing tracks I have in here, but I can change my delay time. Right? Does have the spillover for the delay, so these effects are really cool. So I'm doing all that with a MIDI controller, which is the archetype and the NeuralDSP, and then also I can change the amplifier. You can notice down at the bottom. So that's how I'm running my stuff here. Works pretty good. Yeah, the capital. Yeah, I know. But it never hurts to look into. Yeah, I know, man. I'm looking at laptops to replace this old. Let me go back here. I'm looking at laptops to replace this old one. Unfortunately, I've got to do that because. Let's see. Where's my? There we go. Because my old one has now been made obsolete. I've got basically that. Yeah. Going through your software MIDI controller and sending the inputs. We have my touch app. Simple swap to a hardware controller like the one you have. Yeah, I think so. You know, check this out. Just, I don't know, you're using Amplitude 5, I think, the TheUbie. And it's cool to have this conversation, man. I really appreciate you sharing with me some of the ways that you're doing stuff, because your sound on YouTube is fantastic. So, and my compliments on that. And, you know, most people, I should say most, a lot of guys can get most guys have their audio pretty well dialed in. There's 18,000 ways to accomplish the same goal. THU, actually, the Amplitude, okay, I'm not sure. Drop neural in, yeah, okay. Get a new laptop, but then I can't use my audio system with it, so how does that work with a laptop? And you can't use your audio system with it. I'm not sure. I would get a new laptop, but then I can't use my audio system with it. THU is a direct competitor to Amplitude. Okay. Yeah, you know, I did with respect to Amplitude, and I'm glad that we're talking about this. Joe, I'm not sure what you've got going on, but you know what we should do? You and I should get together on a video chat, or even just a phone chat. It's great to do video chats because then I can see your monitoring and show me that stuff, and maybe somebody else would be willing to step in and do this. And believe me, there are guys out there that complicate this shit beyond the world's belief, blowing my mind. But I just I try and do stuff as simply as I can with as little amount of stuff, and doing matrices and all that shit, man. You'd be shocked at how complex some guys do this stuff, and it works fine. But to get it to work, it's like, but then they look at my stuff and they're as perplexed as I am at looking at their stuff. It's crazy over tech stuff. Yeah, I don't ever schedule anything like that because I found that it doesn't do a lot. And I know enough about tech stuff to be absolutely crazy, especially with this sort of thing. Okay, yeah, I have an audio outputs on my desktop. Laptops just don't have that feature. So you're not using an audio interface, which is probably a big part of your problem, I would guess. Yeah, I'll try and check in on Tuesdays. Let me think, TheUbie. Dude, I really dig what you're doing in that. Did you make that app available to the public yet? I really want to try that. Yeah, Joe, check out TheUbie. He's got some really cool stuff. Okay. Oh, you did? Okay, I'm not sure how to find that. Here's what I'm going to do. Let's see. That is a moderator. Be a standard moderator. Okay, so if you would like, you can now post a link in my chat if you'd like. My knees hurt. What's up? Yep. I'll just leave you. I don't have a whole lot of moderators on here. I got like Jampro and I think Mark Tanner, and obviously my knees hurt because he's been here. What a generous person he is. He's a great guy. What's for lunch or dinner today? Oh boy, it's time for food. You're making me hungry asking that question. Let's see. Infinite possibility. Okay. So let me open the link in a new tab. Let me do this. Track generator. No shit, it's web-based. You've got to be kidding me. Okay. Well, I like dark mode. Yeah, I prefer dark mode. Let's see. So let me go allowed keys. All right, BPM. BPM, okay, that's fine. Let's pick a. Okay. So we'll modes. Let's find a Dorian mode. Very rare. Progression settings. Tried and true. True random. Progression 1. Add progression. I'm just trying this. Suggest song level element about this app. Track generator is brought to you by TheUbie. Found a bug. Have a feature request. Okay. Generate. E minor, E minor, E minor, F sharp. Oh, and then I want to. So G, C sharp, diminished chords 5 degrees, 4, 7, 4, 6. So progression 1. So let's put a click. I'll put a drum beat on this thing. I'll go back to Reaper. I've got drums. I hope I'm just trying it out, man. Let's see. Oh, let's do this. And let's see what I got in Easy Drummer. What do I have? I've got a drum beat here. Let's get rid of these. Delete. And we'll loop this. Okay, so I don't know how loud this will be. So I've got it looping. Oh, and I've got other tracks going here. Let me mute all this stuff. I wasn't really prepared to do all this, but hopefully, Ubi, you're kind of seeing me do this. I'm going to see if I can make use of your software here. Let me close this. I've got to go down here and mute some of these tracks. Yeah, I've got a track playing down here. So I'm just going to use a drum beat here from Easy Drummer, and let's just go to Songwriters Pack. I'm going to delete that. Let's go straight. Let's go to mid-tempo verse. And let's change this drum. That's a pretty decent sounding drum beat. So let's put this in here. We're gonna loop it, and I'm gonna push play. Go back. I don't have a looper hooked up at this point. I'm just gonna use these chords. And I want to see if I've Ubi. I wonder if you've told me anything. Let's see. Remember, it all suggestions too. So if you don't like something, yeah, ignore it. Dude, I'm just giving it a shot because what I saw this thing doing the other day. You know, I mean, my chord vocabulary, I can't be fooled. I don't ever use a capo. Off the top tells you the key and BPM. Also, click on one of the chord names. Yep. Okay. Okay. Oh, I take the bill a little under 20. Oh, dude. Yeah, remember, it's all suggestions too. So if you don't like something, ignore it. We're on it right now. Actually going to add in the ability to re-roll just one progression instead of them all. Like anything in order. Yeah. General good luck. My knees hurt. That's great. I didn't even fathom how he made this thing, but man, it actually makes me practice. Dude. Searching for tone. I can see that. Audio system I have. Sounds amazing. Well, good. So let's go back to this. So here's, let's see, dark mode degrees. Progression 1, progression 2. About this app. So yeah, I think I can click on this and it'll show me a B minor chord in one position or another. I don't know if this will tell you move to other positions. Okay, so if I go, let's see, show settings, allowed keys. Let's go to advanced mode, chord variation, unmodified, 7th, very rare, sus2. Yeah, let's do sus2s. We'll do. I'm just selecting some augmented function flavor. I'm picking this stuff tritone sub. Let's try common on that one. Modes. Try progression settings. Let's progression 1. Let's call this verse. Let's go pre-chorus. I hope I'm doing this right. Add a progression and we'll go chorus. Okay. And suggest song level elements. Let's see. Key change. Dynamic change. Let's do common. Rhythmic variation. Let's not do any rhythmic variation. So I think now that I've done all that, all I have to do is hit generate. Verse degrees. F sharp diminished 7. D sus 2. That's cool. A sharp minor 7. F sus 2. F sharp diminished 7th. let's start this drum beat. We'll see if I can follow these chords. F sharp diminished 7. Let's see what they're showing me for that. That's exactly the chord I played. I started off. Okay. So, so we can see these this chord progression, and see, this is where I'm at with respect to doing these types of NGL. I've tested the song elements and such. It only does single position. Yeah. You get different chord voices. That would be really cool, but. You know, with the education that I've fortunately been blessed with in music, I can change chord voices and things like that pretty easily. I don't know them all for sure, but let me put a drum beat to this. So let me set this back at 0. It should. Oh, I'm changing the tempo. Okay, we'll add some chorus. That should be looping. Why are you not looping? Oh, it's because I got the loop set too long. I just want to put a drum beat to this and see how this works. Okay, so here we go. Whole drum beat go around once just to get the groove of it. So let me stop that for a moment. So check this out. Oops, I did not mean to open that. I don't think. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, I didn't mean to open that. I'm not playing through my Tone Master Pro right now. So if we look at these chords, this progression right here. So I'm not. It's interesting. Let me turn all the effects and stuff off of this. Come on. Okay, so F sharp diminished 7. And D sharp diminished sus2. What are they showing on that? D sharp diminished sus2. That chord. Holy crap, that's a handful. And they call it D E sharp. That's awesome. But I mean, because of the key of the song, sometimes we have to call things E sharp. That's just the way it goes. Let's see, their D sus2 is that chord. I think I would probably just play a diminished. Wait, what was it? The D sharp diminished sus2. Wow, that's a crazy ass chord. So it's an add 2. Where's the 2 at? So D sharp diminished. So the 2 of the D sharp diminished would be E sharp. Wow. Okay, so I would play that. I guess I might voice it. You could also, I guess, play it. It's kind of a dominant 7. That's the same chord, just a little bit slightly different voice. And I know that you can't see what I'm doing here. Let's I'm looking at the chord. Let me see if I can. Yeah. Anyway, interesting chord. Okay. Boy, that's a tough chord progression to play. I'd have to practice this one probably. D sus2, sharp minor 7, F sus2, and that's the verse, and then the D sharp diminished sus2, F minor sus2, so that would be F minor 9 ultimately. Oops. And an E minor sus2. Wow. And then for the chorus, G sharp sus2, F sharp 7. Kind of a cool chord progression for a chorus, man. A very interesting chord progression. Man, that's cool. I don't know how well my camera's showing what I'm doing on my guitar here. Probably not real well. Dude, this is wicked cool. TheUbie. Re-roll that one progress. Dude. Power chords. Yeah, power chords is an option. Yeah. And keep in mind, yeah, so I can borrow the advance, so it does borrow chords sometimes. Yeah, I'm hearing it, but wow. And I think what I love about it most is that they're chords that with my brain, I wouldn't necessarily think of this, but it's also to my... given the fact of how it's working, I don't believe that any of this is AI generated. I despise alternate intelligence. Just re-roll the one progression. Yeah, I could see, you know, and if what I could do would be just to write down the chords, because trying to look at it on the screen was a little bit difficult. But if I just had a piece of paper sitting right here in front of me, I could have that. No, there's no AI, dude. God bless you for that. I am a proponent of delete that shit from the planet. Get rid of it, because it's terrible. We are going to be faced with people that don't have a phone in their hand. They won't know who the fucking where France is. Most of them don't. Shy away from it. Yeah, I despise that stuff, but I don't know. I haven't embraced it. Yeah, I won't use it, and that's fine. I have no problem. I don't believe in God either. If you choose to believe in God, I mean, that's kind of how I look at it. That's your choice, and good for you. I have absolutely no problem with other people using it. You will not see me do it. Even when I do a Google search and it gives me the AI generated bullshit, I will go down until I find somebody's statement about it. I avoid it like the plague. I also don't shop at Walmart. No, we're friends. I like to go there and dance. My knees. That's a line for a song. now making up chord progressions. I'm using your comments as lyrics. I can't sing. I'm terrible. No. Yeah, my knees hurt. Dude, thanks for stopping in, man. This is really cool. This track generator. Wow. Okay, so let me do this. Let me see. So what I'm gonna do? Let me make this full screen. I'm gonna bookmark. Let me see. I'm gonna bookmark this. Let's see. You can't even bookmark a page easily. Like password, download, bookmarks. See, look at all this crap that I have to go through to just bookmark a page, right? Bookmark this tab in the bookmarks toolbar. Done. Okay, track generator, infinite possibilities. All right. So now I've bookmarked it. Now I have to go over here to all my bookmarks. Where did it go? I think I bookmarked it. See, I can't. Now I don't see it. Didn't I bookmark it? I'm pretty sure I bookmarked it. Okay. Bookmark this tab. Bookmarks toolbar. Done. Okay, you guys just paid witness to me bookmarking this page. Let's go to all bookmarks. Remote, how to make a phone call. Brother, this is my Uncle Don, who died in World War II in Normandy, France, by the way. Let's see. Yeah, so I bookmarked it, and it's not in my bookmarks. Unfucking real. Maybe it's down here further. Maybe I can't, well, I'll just copy this and I guess, I don't know. Apparently I can't bookmark a tab now. Open side panel, yeah, I guess it doesn't want me to bookmark this tab. Wouldn't it be awesome if it just said bookmark right here? Bookmarks. Somebody help me understand what I'm doing wrong here to select bookmark this tab. Control D, okay? Edit bookmarks. Name, bookmarks toolbar, done. Okay, well, whatever. Apparently I can't bookmark it. I have a link to it in the chat. So somehow I'll be able to find it. Astonishing. There we go, Google. Good job. Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. And okay. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why it wouldn't bookmark. So, let me go back to this. I'm gonna mute this. So I'll mess with that some more, brother. That's really cool. So, let me see. What do I got here? I would love to play that song in my band. We just haven't covered it yet. I don't know what this one is. Oh, this is kind of a nice backing track. major third and a harmonic or a minor chord progression. I am done. All right, I just had to try playing a little bit today. Cool. All right, UB, dude, I sure do appreciate you being here today and giving me that link. And I think that I have. I haven't. I'm gonna post it in my chat. That's weird that it won't show up in my pay for none. Yeah, sorry about the commercials, guys, but YouTube is a way for folks to make money, and I pay every month to not have to see any advertisements. I'm not sorry for them. It's how we could generate some revenue, and unfortunately, that's how it comes. Put some headphones on, listen. Oh no. Searching for tone. Oh boy, I hit a major third. I hit a major third over that chord progression. I am not warmed up. Yeah. Let's see. Searching for tone. Yeah. That's okay with me. Yeah. Yeah. So the link for UB's app, which this is no joke. Now, also, I chose some pretty difficult. I chose maybe a more difficult progression just to challenge myself, because I have a very good education in music theory and a pretty big chord vocabulary, so I can hang with this sort of stuff. And with a little bit of practice, most guys would never know what a D sharp diminished sus2 is, which I had to look at it too, but there it is. Now I played a little different voice of this, but it still was that chord. So check this thing out. And I think, let me just do something really, let me see. So I go show settings. Let me go, okay, here we go. Let's just do something I'll select. I think I should be able, no, I can't. Being able to just drag a mouse down this thing, and I'm just being critical now of being, okay. Chord variation. Okay, wait a minute. Let's see. Where's the augmented power? Let's do none. We'll do none. Power, all. Let's do common. Let's do none. We won't do any bar, and we won't do any tritones. Natural minor. We'll do common. None. I guess to do power chords, I kind of have to tell it to not do any Dorian or any of these modal chords. Tried and true round. Let's do tried and true. Burst. Key change. Dynamics change. Let's just turn that off. And let's see what, oops. I don't want to add a progression. Let's remove that. Okay, so now we go back up to the top. We'll see what kind of chord progression we get. So, and I'm just giving this another. We'll turn the. Okay, so that's a very common chord progression. Now, one other thing, I'm going to look at it in my OBS. Let me go back to this. I should be. This should duck my microphone. was playing along with this chord progression right here. So we've got the verse with just power chords, which is cool. Let me see if I go to, I think if I go to show settings, I think now it's just an A, so we did all power chords. So let's do, let's try uncommon and see what that does for us. Very simple, okay. Basic, man. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Really cool. So a real simple way to maybe practice playing some chords and chord progressions in different keys. Unmodified chord variation. Let's see. Let's add a common sus2, just because they're ninth chords and they sound really cool. Let's see if we can do a common tritone sub over this type of chord. Let's see what those setting adjustments do. So F minor sus2, A sharp sus2, D sharp sus2. So lots of sus2s. F minor sus2. So that's an F minor 9. Okay. Let's see. F minor sus2. Chord progression. That's got some serious Alice in Chains sounds going on in that. Wow. Smashed my left index finger years. Oh no. Happy Saturday, Snooks. Hey, thanks for being here. Forgive me. I was just kind of playing with the TheUbie gave me this new, or allowed me to look at this new. And I think everybody can look at it. The link is at this new chord progression generator, which is really pretty neat. This would be a great learning tool for me. Yeah. Yeah, dude. And it doesn't, one of the cool parts about it doesn't suggest any kind of time signature or anything like that. It doesn't say, well, you have to hit 4 on the A and the 4 on the C minor sus2 or anything like that, which is really super neat. So you could, it's totally free, brother Joe. You can just download it. Yeah, Infinite Possibilities Media, and the TheUbie put that up there. It's a web-based app. So I think, yeah, I don't think you have to buy it at all, I guess. But what a great idea. I wonder what that noise is. Anyway. Okay, so what I was doing right there is playing the actual chords in, and I know that you're looking at my YouTube feed right now, but I was playing the chords. What I did was I asked it to, if I go to my settings, I went here and I have 3 progressions. I have progressions. I have a verse, I have a pre-chorus, and I have a chorus. And I didn't ask it to do any key changes or tempo changes or dynamic change. I don't know how it would notate this. Let's do a common dynamic change. I don't know. I have told it to use power chords. You can see that I haven't selected any of these. I've told it to use the key of A. I did ask it to use a tritone sub, which it definitely did that. Power chords, and I asked it to use uncommon power chords. We'll go to just common, right? And then I asked it to use sus2s, so we'll not use any sus2s. And I asked it for the key of A, so let's just be weird and change it to C. Okay, and then I go up here, and you can see that this is the chord progression that it generated for me using that those previous settings. So if I go generate, now I've got all 5 chords. So this is and I asked it to use the key of C, right? Dark mode, C major. So I'm not sure where this came from. It borrowed a chord or something. D sharp 5. Oh yeah, okay. I was thinking that was D. Okay, so it's a C minor-ish chord progression. So I'm looking at this. Let me make myself a little bit bigger on the screen so you can kind of see. Maybe I can move this over a little bit. Yeah. And I'll make myself a little bit bigger so you can watch this chord progression here, and I'll be playing the chords that I'm seeing here, and it's got the 3 progressions: the verse, the pre-chorus, and then the chorus. So I'm going to try and play each part. I'm using distortion on this, so let's just use a clean. So D sharp 5, and then A sharp 5, and then B5, and then C5. Right, so there's the verse. So that would be kind of like a verse arrangement in a song if the vocals were starting right at the beginning. And then so I just played through this, and now I'm going into the pre-chorus, which is G sharp 5, C sharp 5, F. We'll do it twice. Now we're going into the chorus. Oops, I'm sorry, D sharp 5. Really cool, interesting chord progression, man. This is I really like this. Very cool. Yeah. This would be great. Yeah. Get the ads off YouTube costs. I think it's $13.99 a month. And I only have them, I've set them to run every half hour. So you should only be seeing an ad every half hour on my channel. So there should have only been 2. If you're seeing more than that, I don't know what to tell you. And Joe, yes, I do. I'm teaching people from, that's a wonderful question. Thank you for asking me that. I teach people from all over the world. I have a couple of students from Scotland right now, and I can't understand a fucking word they say. It's astonishing. But a young lady is learning over there. She's getting, she's been doing lessons with me on FaceChat for about 2 years now. Every month, once a week, we do a lesson. I'm probably doing like 12 students a week. Using FaceTime. I usually use Restream because it's an easy way to be able to type and talk. And although we can't play together, yeah, I dude, yeah, I can't apologize for that. The reason I'm doing that, and I kind of have to, is because folks have purchased memberships to my channel, right? I have a really small YouTube channel. It's dinky. People buy memberships, or they gift memberships, and then also once in a while I'll get a super chat or something like that. And that money comes in, and over the span of a year, all of that usually adds up to almost enough that YouTube has to pay me. And usually it doesn't hit that minimum revenue mark that they need to hit in order for them to give me the money that folks like yourself have given me. So sometimes what I'll do is I will buy memberships for people just to put my money up to the level, because I'm right within that mark, and I'll buy memberships for folks, which I know it's kind of, you know, but it's one way to spend $10, make $100. And it's unfortunate that that's how it is, but so I run the ads on my channel to get that ad revenue so that it pushes me over that level. Let's see, it'll work off 8. Work, oh, good grief. Yeah. And I know that there are ad blockers available. I'm cutting half my head off. There are ad blockers available, but a lady, oh yeah, and you know, I can't apologize for the ads, just because my channel is actually, surprisingly to me, a lot of my older videos are getting a lot of views, and it's astonishing. I don't know why that happened now. Stuff that I put out 8-10 years ago is starting to get a lot of yeah. Oh, Joe, thank you. They're starting to get a lot of views. I mean, I've got some videos, I'm like, what? So that's kind of cool. Lady Campion, welcome. It's good to see you. I was, I don't know if you caught a little bit of that, but I'm using this software that a YouTube creator named TheUbie. The link for his channel is in the description of this video. And I would highly recommend you go over and check it out, because he just released this really cool thing. And lady, I'll show you this. And I think that we've kind of talked a little bit about it, like your knowledge in theory is not terribly deep or whatever. I don't know how well you can read music, or if you are playing instruments. I don't think I've ever actually seen you play an instrument, but it's pretty cool what this guy's done. He invented this this chord thing. I don't know if you saw me doing this, but so it gives you chord progressions for a verse, a chorus, and it just suggests these things. And I'm playing them, and I'm like, holy crap! It's kind of neat. This definitely has, again, kind of an Alice in Chains, but of course I sound like they're in my blood. I can't help it. So anyway, so that's what I've been messing with. But this might be a really cool tool for songwriting. That definitely is a really cool tool to suggest these things. So you'll probably hear these chords in one of my newest songs. No, I don't record anything anymore. It's kind of gotten away from that. But so that's what's happening there. Really interesting. See me playing instruments. Okay. Okay. Yeah, just by ear. I got you. Yeah, cool. Basic ones. And I assume you're, and forgive me, I don't know if I've seen that, but I think you're probably playing a keyboard, a piano, or you know, a synth. I've got I use that Novation, which is really, it's a really nice keyboard. It's a MIDI controller ultimately. Piano. Okay. You know, that thing, and you know, let me just show you. I don't know if you saw any of this, but I'll also add this. What's really cool is that, okay, so you've got a chord like D sharp 5, and you're like, where's D sharp 5? Wait, let me get this. So you can see a chord like D sharp 5. You click on it, and it shows you how to play it on a guitar, right? 6th fret with your D sharp. Your pointer finger, it gives you the A sharp note with a 2 and 3. That's a D sharp 5 chord, and it shows you to mute these strings, which is exactly how I draw out chords for all of my students. I don't know what this one, oh, this is telling you the notes. So this is the root note, the 5th of the root note, and the 1 again, which is just a power chord, right? Really, really cool. You know, if you want to know what an A sharp 5 is, it's basically the same shape, just everything down a string. But this is showing it on the 1st fret. So that's fine. So there's lots of voices for really, really cool tool, I think. Really cool. A little MIDI keyboard, got rid of the big one. Yeah, I hear ya. Get an interface, and also we'll get with the Blackstar Live Logic, but really help doing what you're doing now. Oh, yeah, Joe, I mean, when you okay, here's the deal. I don't know if you've emailed me before, but my email, that's the best way to reach me on this stuff. My email address is readily available on my home YouTube channel. Dude, hit me up. You'd be shocked how many people I've helped set up. I think you've probably heard the stories, but it's really easy to do. You know, the 4i4, I have right now, I think I showed you this, but that's my Focusrite. I have my big 18i20 that I'm plugged into right now. My guitar's plugged in right here. Forgive me for the mess here. But I have this hooked up to my laptop right now. That's my audio interface, and that's my camera. And I can plug my guitar right there in, forgive me, in right there, and I've got all the guitar tone you could ever hope for on this. So it's really simple, and this is an old computer. You kind of paid witness to how terrible it was this morning. They have definitely, Google has definitely made old computers obsolete. Hi Charlie, good to see you. And so something I was doing this morning when I started a live stream and quickly found out. So Joe, please email me. And I do check my email every single day. Sometimes it takes me a few hours to get back, but we'll set up a time where you and I can do a FaceTime meeting or meet on Restream or whatever. All you need is a computer with a camera on it. That's very helpful. With that, and we can talk and meet and visit and now app necessary. It's pretty genius to have that just on a web page. Yeah, that's crazy. That what he's done. So Joe, please email me and we can talk about it. Even if we don't do anything. Because right now I am having to buy a new laptop, unfortunately. This thing will still work. It's fine, but it doesn't have enough power to do. And, you know, I've kind of asked for help to maybe try and get rid of some stuff that might be on it that's just clogging down. I mean, I cannot believe that just running the little bit of software that I was running on it this morning, that this thing was bogging down like it was. It's astonishing. Oh yeah, dude, hit me up and we'll do it. And believe me, the price, it's not terribly expensive. I do like to be paid for my sister always said this. This is something I got from her. She's she's not a bankruptcy attorney, but she works for one of the biggest bankruptcy attorneys in the fucking world. She's very successful. She's an office manager and a paralegal for them. And when you walk into their office, which thousands of people do, she's the person you talk to. So she's outside of work at a bar or whatever, and people will ask her, hey, I'm having this problem with such and such in my financial thing. What should I do? And my sister just always looks at her. No, I possess a commodity that I'm paid very well for, and if you'd like to get my knowledge from the commodity that I possess, you can call me at my office when I'm at work on Monday. So, I mean, and she makes no bones about it. It's just funny, and she is one of the best. She's amazing. So, I do like to be paid for the help that I offer, but a lot of times I'll do it for free too, just because I want people to play fucking music. I don't fucking care if you got money. No? New computer time. Yeah, I hear you, Joe. Josh bought new Larrabee style 040 mahogany. There's my Larrabee right there. I'm going to get it in the light so you can see it. There it is. There's a Larrabee. Yep. There's Larrabee right there. I have his wife's mark on my arm. Parlor size. Oh, that's interesting. Will you be using it on your live streams coming up? Yeah, I understand, Joe. Yeah, that's something we can discuss in an email or whatever. just get together and figure it out. But you've been talking about wanting to do this stuff, dude. When you get this stuff going, it's so simple. You just click a button and basically everything just works for you. It's really cool. Now I have a lot of crap here. I mean, I got a lot of guitars that I don't play a lot of times, and I got more over there, but software and all this stuff and hardware. Yeah. Challenging making old computers. Yeah. Lady Campion, the way you just said is exactly where I'm at with this thing. It has been an absolute dream, and it has not failed me. And here's a true story. Went to a gig when the TheFALCRO was busy. My buddy Richard, love him. In fact, there's Richard. Richard Strat is right there. I still have his guitar, right? He's left it here with me. I'm so bless his heart because I get to play it all the time. I do play his Strat quite often. We were at a gig. This is the one time where this computer had a close call. He wanted to help carry some shit, and we're like, no, don't worry about it, man. We got it, because we're in a band. We're loading stuff in. We do it every single show, no help. We don't want any help, but he's like, let me help you. So I handed him my backpack that my computer was in. I handed it to him. And he went to put the backpack over his shoulder, and the computer fell out. And it hit the ground right here. And, that was so, it was a close call. But it was so funny. You should see the look on Richard's face. Holy shit. He thought he had just broken the world. But it survived. The Lenovo. I love Lenovo products. I'm not a fan of, Hewlett-Packard stuff. Not in the least. Okay, so, let me, again, I want to point out this. This is from TheUbie. I'm going to post the link again. Let me copy this. I'm going to post the link in here for this. This is a chord generator, ultimately. It recommends songs to play. So, what I would like to try to do, if you can hang with me for a minute, what I'm going to do is record this chord progression, right, over a drum beat. And then I'm going to loop it. So you're going to have to bear with me in the time it takes me to record this, which should not take very long. I think I can do this. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take you to this, and we'll go to Reaper, right? So here we are in Reaper. I'm going to mute this channel. And here is my guitar. You can see it, right? And here are my drums. Right here, and here's the drum beat that so we've got a verse, so I'm gonna add a second, let me see, and I want to speed the tempo up on this. Let's make it 110, just so that we're not so slow. That drum kind of sucks. Let's make it a bright room. That drum sound was kind of bleh. Bark. Okay, so I'm going to turn these drums down just a little bit. We'll get it. Okay, so we got verse, and then we need pre-chorus. We'll do 2 sections of pre-chorus. Okay, get ready. We'll do 2 sections of pre-chorus. That one's shorter. We'll do 3 of pre-chorus, and then we'll go to the chorus. And we'll go 2. Okay, let's do this. Let's remove that. I'm gonna go. We'll go. Oh, there's a full section, and then there's another full section. So we've got 3 sections of pre-chorus. Now, what I'm gonna do with this drum beat is I'm going to let's see. I can loop this. All right, so I've got the loop function set. We're going to set this back at 0. Now, I want to take these, I want to give me an intro, a count in, so I'm going to move these back so I got an 8 count. Let me see, do I have a click track in here someplace? Let's do this. Insert a new track. Let's call it insert click source. All right, and I should be able to move this back here. Let's see what this sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I've got my song prepared now in Reaper. I'm going to make myself a little bit smaller so you can see what the hell I'm doing here. Forgive me for that. Okay, now I've got this chord progression here, D#5. So I'm just going to kind of visit this real quick. Let me get my camera pointed down here so you can see where my fingers are on my guitar. So D#5. These are power chords, mind you. So we're gonna D#5, A#5, B5, C5. Really simple. Let's put some distortion on it just so we're kind of right. And then the pre-chorus right here is G#5, C5, C#5, and F#5, right? And then the chorus is D5, C#5. Oh, somebody's calling me. Oh, I got to go to the Safeway pharmacy today and pick up my prescription. How rude to call me in the middle of working here. Okay, D#, F5, C5, and then G5. That's the chorus. So, here we go. Let's see. I'm going to have to do this pretty quickly so that I can see. Oh, no, what I'm going to do is take this page. I'm going to move this over here so I can see it over here. And then I'm gonna open up Reaper, right? Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna get rid of this drum track. And then I want this loop to loop that. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm gonna try to record this really quickly, as quickly as I can. Here we go. Guitar driving down the street. Now, what I'm doing also today is I'm ducking my camera mic, so when I start playing my guitar, my camera mic is muted. So if I'm talking right now, my voice will... It totally vanishes when I'm playing. All right, here we go. Let's try this. I'm going to count us in. Here we go. Oh, and where's... I want you to be able to see my guitar being recorded. We'll get it up here so you can see it tracking. And, oops, let me undo that. You can see it here that my I have something going on my guitar. What is it? What is it? Oh, it's just an overdrive channel. So we're gonna go real simple on the guitar tone, just a heavy. Here we go. Now, all I have to do is take this and loop it, right? You see I'm doing that kind of here in Reaper. Oh, I've got that screen moved over. Forgive me. Let me move this back. All right, so now I've got the loop function set, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and loop this, but I'm gonna give myself a time to count in, and I can see the chord progression. So now I don't want to record this. So what I'm gonna do is duplicate this track. I think. There it goes. We will disarm this one and we'll get rid of this. So now I've got the exact same guitar tone right here that I have in the chord progression, and so I'm gonna push play. I should have some guitar. Okay, and well. I'm gonna play a guitar solo over the chord progression I just played. All right, I know there's a lot of noise. C#5. So just with that little bit of inspiration from, where's our chord progression? From this chord progression right here, I just played a guitar solo over the top of these chords, right? Now, I've got the window, okay, so I just kind of figured out what to do. Now, these are all 5 chords, so the chords aren't really defined, but this is how, wow, what a cool improv. And I'm making this up on the fly, which is, I think, now here's another subject of great debate. Let me get back to the streaming. Let me see. I'll go here, and I'll get you pointed at my face. You can hear me speaking here. See me. I wasn't expecting to have a stream that was this long today, but let's do because the Mac music. That's so funny. Yeah, Joe. I think let me. Here it is again. Here's the link for the here's a link for the UB's. Now I tried to bookmark it this morning. It wouldn't. Google wouldn't let me bookmark it. I have no idea why. But here's a subject of great debate right now, and that's fake playing on YouTube. People recording stuff that's so fucking perfect, it's disgusting and hard to listen to. And I don't know. Call me old if you want. This has been an argument for. Okay, cool. I don't know why mine wouldn't let me. Maybe it did, and I just couldn't see it. But nonetheless, so you know, real guitar playing. Now, what you just witnessed me do is completely off the cuff, completely made up, completely rhythmically. I just grabbed some drum beats that were played by real drummers and put them in there and recorded a guitar part. What did it take me? 5 minutes ish. And I'm using a chord progression generated by an app that a new friend of mine just made. But the guitar playing is real, and it's something that I've been doing for a long time. And I'm not sitting up on a pedestal going, I'm all that, because there are plenty of other guys that play real guitar on their channels. I know Lady Campion and I were hanging with the guy DOA. And Jesus is one of the best guitar players I've ever seen on YouTube, and I hardly ever see him anymore. And I don't know why, but interesting. But he played for real. He would get on there and record, and he was playing stuff for real, and he'd mess up, and he'd start over again and show people how it's done. And this is just improvising. I'm using the knowledge that God gave. I gained by having great guitar instructors when I was a young person. So, oh, he did the. I don't know why I don't see his channel anymore. I have no idea. I need to go check that because it's probably YouTube probably booted me my subscription. In fact, I'm gonna go there right now. Let's see. It's development of Avoid. Yeah, I'm subscribed. I know that at some point I had my notifications set for him because he and I, it was really super fun to, we kind of had a pretty good, I don't know, I didn't know what happened. Anyway, okay. Oh, okay, yeah, so that's probably what's up. And, you know, I'll go months and weeks and stuff without streaming myself once in a while. It just gets kind of burned out. But playing real guitar is something that's very important to me on YouTube, and there's enough fake stuff out there, and it's really, I mean, I get it. You know, people now want to hear a perfect guitar part, a perfect drum part, time-aligned vocals, perfect pitch, perfectly tuned symphonic sounds, perfectly timed 808, perfectly tuned 808 kick drums, and the snap of the fingers are even tuned to a pitch that's perfect with the vocal line and all of that. Our ears get trained to hear this stuff like this, and I think what's happened is we've lost reality. I think we have lost reality because all this stuff is done so perfectly. And it's too bad that the imperfection and the great music that was written. Listen to a Beatles record. I mean, arguably the greatest band in history. Not really arguably. The band who invented multi-track recording, highly produced, killer songs. They wrote great songs and complex chord progressions and all that shit. And listen to all the shit that's out of tune on every song they ever recorded. So I'm done with my little speech there. Yeah. Well, and I'm the same way. I mean, if we're recording, you want to go for a perfect take, but sometimes the imperfect take is the perfect imperfection. I know a lot of guys say that, but nonetheless. So I like to do a lot of real playing and not a lot, all real playing. You'll never see any. If you look at my channel, the only thing fake you will see is that I recorded a guitar part and then shot video of the guitar part in a music video. Fuck, they've been doing that since 1975 or earlier, since the 60s. Shit, there's video of a recording of Jimi Hendrix playing a song, but he's not actually playing the song in the video. Get real. Some of it's also for the decoration of the video, whatever, but you know, my guitar part might be perfect, and I can usually play them pretty close. Don't forget. Oh, thanks, Charlie. Quickly made an acapella backing track for Tuesday. I'm going to use it even though I think it has problems. Dude. It's kind of an experiment to see if a looper would be worthwhile for vocals alone. Yeah. Think it'd be boring. Yeah. Yeah, Joe, I was avoiding you mentioning the auto-tune at all. But that's true. It's used on almost every. In fact, it's used on most guitars and most basses in the big productions that you hear. I think there are definitely a few bands that may not use it. You know, and when I say that, you know, maybe the Joe Satriani's of the world and the Dream Theaters of the world, maybe Paul Gilbert. You know, these are guitar players, and I'm thinking of vocalists. You know, when Chris Cornell was around, he would have shot an engineer had he put any auto-tune on his voice. You know, these are great singers that perfected their voices, and there are bad notes that they hit, but they're so perfectly bad. It's what makes the song such a beautiful piece of music. And we're getting buried in perfection, unfortunately. And I'll keep hitting that. It's like AI. I won't use it. I won't use auto-tune on my guitar. If I hit a bad note, so what? Yep. Ann Wilson. Yep, there you go. There was an auto-tune when she sang Barracuda. Not even. And the auto-tune was used on guitar. Oh, dude, you'd be shocked. Guitar solos. Here's an instance. I'll just, you know, for real quick. In fact, what I can do is just, I can literally show you how this is done. We'll go to Reaper, and here's my guitar part that I just recorded. Right, it's right here. So I'm gonna hit record. Oh, let me do this on this track. Let me see what my guitar sounds like. I'm gonna clean. Come on. Okay, so got a real clean guitar track. All right, so here we go. I'm going to record this drums on this. Let me undo that. Give me a second here. And I will show you a perfect example of what is done on guitar tracks. So here we are. I'm tracking a guitar solo, let's say, and it's a blues in A. So I'm playing a blues lick. Oh, crap, but that was a perfect take. Perfect take. All right, well, all I got to do is go in here and add an effect called VST. Now, I do know how to do this because, well, it's pretty simple. And I know that was in A, so I go to correction, and I go automatic pick correction, and I go A, let's see, minor. And let's see, we're going to do mono correction, and let's see. So now if I play this, you'll see the corrections that take place, I think. Oops. Okay, so it was a little bit sharp, right? Let's stop that. Let's try it again. I'm going to get a little bit closer. So I bent that one note out of pitch, right? Really badly. Okay, so it went sharp. So here we go. Manual correction. Watch this. Where are those notes? Here we go. Let me stop that. I haven't done this for a while. Okay. Right here. Got a little spot where the note's a little bit out. Draw a line in it. Maybe do something like this. This is how fake music is. It's unfortunate, but we'll try and make that. I'll try. Just imagine that I just played the perfect guitar take, right? Okay. Nope. Bring this down. Let me make this a little bit bigger. I mean, you can see where this is going, I think. And we'll fix it. Don't have no fear. It's still not absolutely perfect, but I think that I can like zoom way in here and like get these notes just there we go. Okay. Wow. Okay. And without that, if I bypass this, right? Okay, so that's how simple it is. Oops, I just clicked on Easy Drummer. I did not want to open that program. Give me a second, I gotta close this. So that's how fake the world is, unfortunately. Auto-tune, yeah, there you go. Proof. Use auto-tune. Yeah, well, good for you. Pitch editing thing on my vocals, it's just all over the place. Yeah. Yeah. Well, therein lies the problem. Again, perfection. A lot of, our world is basically, I've been programmed now to hear everything and perfectly. And personally, I like the imperfections. And I know there are a ton of people out there that everything's got to be absolutely perfectly in time and all that shit. But I am not far from Dave Grohl. Fuck the click track. Fuck the tuning. Play it right. It's like Zakk Wylde's video where he's teaching a guy to play Stairway to Heaven. And the guy fucks up and Zakk just punches him in the face and says, play it right, One of the most hilarious videos. They took it off of YouTube because it was violent, but yet they have videos of Nazis. But nonetheless, there's YouTube for you. Yeah, so pitch editing thing. So now, Jampro, dude, it's great to see you. So what I've been able to do with auto-tune on my tambourine. Yeah. Well, dude, I can tune a tambourine with my Easy Drummer. So what I've done here is I've side-chained my guitar into my camera mic. So right now my camera mic's working just fine. The moment I start playing, right? So I'm able to do what I had hoped to do, which is, let me see, I've got to get rid of this auto-tune, reattune, I got latency. So I'm definitely able to mute the guitar. So I will be able to do this at work. Jampro, you guys, just real quick, Jampro helped me last night. We were trying to figure out how to get so that I can use speakers. In fact, I can take my headphones off right now because I don't need to hear my voice in my headphones. And I have my speakers on here in my studio, so when I play my guitar, I think, am I not, why am I not hearing that? I got a routing thing going on here for some reason, but nonetheless, I can, why am I not hearing this? Interesting. It's just my it will only do this when I'm live streaming, trying to set an example of, look, I fixed it. But for some reason I cannot hear my my guitar. So I've been on here for quite some time today, and it's probably time for me to have some lunch. And I got to get to the pharmacy and get my prescription. They've got insulin ready for me. And let me see if, I don't know if I have some dust on the lens, maybe. Looking at that. Oh, it's just because this monitor is looking kind of crappy. Yeah, it's real bright behind me. Okay, so let me get back here. Yeah, I got it working, and I actually did a test of it here with the laptop, aside from the fact that the laptop now can't process that much shit because of the blubber that's in Google, I think. I'm looking at it, Google's like using 50% of my processing power on that computer, but on this thing, it's using like 2%. Motorcycle trip around the valley, yeah. Right on. And also, I have a gig tonight. Wish me luck on that. We're playing at a new bar. We're playing for 4 hours, and we got a nice long night of set. So that's going to be fun. I won't be live streaming it because we will be at the whim of a house sound engineer, and I have to trust him before I will put it on YouTube. And again, there goes the perfection, right? We want perfect sound, everything to be audible. It would be fun. I'll probably record it, but we have a gig in Walla Walla, Washington tonight, so if you're in the Walla Walla area, come to the T-Post, ride the mechanical bull, drink some beer. You can go outside, I think it's smoke legally still, and you know, have a fun night out at a bar like we've done most of our lives until yeah, until they make rules. All right, and do your best to play for real, like Charlie does, like I do on my channel. Play real. That's my, and that app. I'm gonna put the app address in here one more time. Check this out, and let me paste this. This is the app that TheUbie made. Presentable is important, perfection is not. There you go. Perfect way to put it. Practice does not make perfect. In fact, practice should make you imperfectly perfect. Help you to improvise, right? All right, that's great. Okay, so check that link out that I just put up. It'll help you make some simple chord progressions and see what they sound like. I used it here on my channel today, and it works great. And I think I did a pretty good presentation of it. So, yeah. Charlie, you might check that out. You might find that real interesting, just not necessarily for the type of music that you do, but it might inspire you to play some other stuff. And welcome to Suck, yeah. That's it. Rule number one in being in a band, don't suck, right? Well, okay, you guys, thank you for being here. Hit the thumbs up. Be sure to leave a comment in the comments section. That really helps. You know, my channel isn't growing in subscribers, but definitely in views, and I really appreciate that. And I'm currently, literally, I'm at 82%. I just checked my stats this morning. 82% of the views on my channel are unsubscribed. So, it's amazing. And I think I'm up over, just for my whole channel, I'm up over in the 7 million views at this point, someplace like that. The odds always be in your favor. Exactly. Charlie, thank you. Lady Campion, Jampro, Joe, dude, it's great to see you. Send me an email, Joe. Be sure to do that. TheUbie, Sean, guitar, I believe, and just everybody. Thank you for being here. I appreciate seeing that. Peace.